Good morning. 6 in the morning and minus 10 degrees outside. It's cold. Now it's nice and comfortable down here by the wood burning furnace, that's for sure. All right, with my imagination, I can go out there at will. But I want to pause once again briefly before I go on with describing the water coming from the western creek here. Because back at the matter of line shafts, and I don't think I used the term transparent technology. I think that's one of the things that's so beautiful to a lot of people about flat belt driven machinery and antique machinery. It's transparent. You can see what's going on. And I thought of several things to mention. One, there is a huge, heavy Schramm compressor underneath the curator's building. I built the building over it. I don't know how you'd get it. Well, you could get it out, but it would be a challenge to get it out because it's just that heavy. It looks like a big old engine. It's not. It's a compressor. And if I had it freed up and maintained better, and a water supply there, I could turn it over. Although it's just that heavy, it's out of a train or something. But one of the things I like about that is the idea that you can get heat straight from water power without going into electricity for resistance in the wire. You do it with compression. A piston makes heat, and so you can actually stay mechanical right through the production of heat. Well, of course you could if you used friction like a brake, but that would wear out. But a piston, just like when you pump up a little pump to put air in your bicycle tire, the pump gets warm. Well, anyway, I wanted to mention that. Another thing, I was a shop teacher, a metal shop teacher for one semester. This was back before I became, when I was substitute teaching, and they needed somebody. Their metal shop teacher went on sabbatical. And they asked me, Frank, could you do this? And I said, well, yeah, I can do it. I'm not certified or anything like that. And they said, well, they could come up with an emergency certification for me. And so I said, well, yeah, I can hold the fort down. I think I can do it. Because I know enough about that kind of stuff. I would have been better off with a wood shop than a metal shop. But anyway, I learned a lot. And I enjoyed it too. But anyway, I mention it because in the process, toward the end of that semester, the boys just weren't, yeah, they were all boys, there were no girls. The boys just weren't, they were spinning their wheels and stuff. And so I laid down the law and I said, all right, everyone's going to make a project. And here's the project. I'm designing it. And you're all going to have to do it, and I'm going to grade you on it. And what it was I designed a project where they would have to use all the machines that were there, including the lathe. They'd have to drill, they'd have to bolt. I'm not sure if I had them weld or not, but I had them build a little machine about this big, talk about minimalism or, it was just 4 pieces of angle iron molded together with braces on it, and 2 shafts that were driven off a single power source, which could be a motor or whatever. There was a lathe there was a horizontal boring machine, there was this belt sander. There were something like 7 or 8 little working tools that they had to basically make it all, from bare metal. They had to shape the stuff. I called it Marion's Seed, after a character named Marion. Later at the end of this whole series, you'll hear more about Marion. So it's somewhere. I kept one of them for myself, but I never did much with it. But it's somewhere around here. If I come across it or think where it is, I'll maybe get it out. All right, I'm going to stop now. And as another video, this is the 44th. I'm going to talk about the water. Bye for now.